Hello everybody, it's JoJo here. Guess what? I would like us to learn how to become really good problem solvers. I would like you to imagine that you're going to become an investigator, a police detective. I like the word investigator because for me I imagine a cloak and a hat and a little magnifying glass. And guess what? We're going to learn to look at tricky situations and look at how we can overcome them. Because when it comes to problem solving, it's where we can sometimes just give up and there's a problem and it doesn't matter. When actually, no, come on, let's be a detective and let's see how we can get through this. But my question for you is, do you think that it's super easy or do you think it could be super hard? So this is a really vital skill, being able to become a problem solver. It's really important. It's a life skill. And guess what? The more we do it, the better we become at it. But also it can help us gain more independence as we get older. But when there's some problems that we try and solve, it's really hard and tricky because guess what? They're not our problems, or it's outside of our control. So when it comes to a different person's problem, a different person's worry, or a situation that involves somebody else, it's really hard for us to be able to fix it, control it, or to think of solutions. So what I'd like to just remind you of is something that it's where we're in our control or out of our control. So for example, the things that are out of our control are the way that other people speak to us or speak to other people, the way that other people treat others. It might be about their behaviour, the weather, certainly can't control the weather. Schoolwork that the school teacher sets, definitely can't control that one. So there is so much that is outside of our control. And whilst it's great to be a problem solver when it comes to other people, guess what? We can't control that. So when it comes to problem solving, what I want us to do is I want us to focus what is within our control. And that's, for example, the words that we use, the way that we treat others, the way that we behave, our actions, how much effort we put in. That's all within our control. And that is when we become full-on detectives in how to try and find the best solution for that problem, aka problem solving. So before we go into some examples, I'd like to give you 3 top tips. My first one is to ask questions. The more information we can gather about that particular problem, the easier it is for us to find possibly the answer or at least different solutions. So it is okay to ask why, what if, how comes, because then when we've got that information, it paints a clearer picture rather than us guessing. My second top tip is to sometimes when there is a situation to break it down, okay? When it's just too much of a bigger problem, it's too big for us to solve, let's just break it down, okay? And when we've done that, it's easier for us to look at because guess what? It's more manageable. Another example, the problem is our bedroom is a complete state maybe, and we've been asked to tidy it up. It's just so messy, it's a floor drip and everything. Well, okay, actually let's find out how we can best do that and actually let's break it down. Instead of having to tidy the whole room right now, what is it that you can focus on? Well, actually, Jo, I'm going to put my dirty washing in the washing basket. Okay, I'm going to put my clothes back on their hanger or in the drawers where they belong. Okay, just by you doing those little things, guess what? You will have had a tidy room. And my last top tip is about brainstorming. When we're in a moment of needing to brainstorm is where we have a party of ideas that are welcome inside our head. And with that, all those different ideas will help us to maybe find the right solution. And with that, there might be positive worries, negative worries, it might be big worries, little worries, it might be different ideas. But by us exploring each of those and having that party in our head with ideas for that moment might actually give us the answer to the problem. So let's look at some other examples. So I've used about the messy room and about tidying it up and just breaking it down. Another one I want you to imagine is that maybe you've lost your toy. No, go with your teddy, because teddies are really, really precious. I get how precious they are. So what I'd like you to do is to you might be panicking. I've lost my teddy. Okay, so let's slow down. JoJo loves deep breathing, you know that. So it's breathing in and breathing out. It's allowing us to know that, okay, right in this moment, I've lost my teddy. Where is it that I had it last? Well, I went to bed with it last night. Okay, so now we know that it's definitely in the house and it's safe. Okay, let's go and have a look. So we go and have a little look and we still can't find it. Okay, Let's just have a little break, okay? Because maybe our eyes aren't searching properly. And maybe it's okay to ask for help. So it's about finding a situation, finding that problem, and then actually about trying to explore different ways. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying that it takes practice. Another one, for example, might be homework, okay? And with our homework, it might be that we've got too much of it, or we've got a particular subject. Let me choose a subject. I really struggle with maths, and I keep trying with maths. We've got some maths homework and we just don't know how to do it, okay? So we're looking at this whole piece of maths homework. Well, let's break it down. Okay, it's a particular question. What is that particular question? We're going to read it and we're going to breathe and we're going to reread it. And then what we might need to do is we might need to go back through some of our homework books. We might need to go through some of our maths books to actually see if we've done this work before. We might need a calculator and we're trying to do it without a calculator. We might even need to ask somebody, ask an adult for help. So it's just about looking at different situations. So there you have it. There are top tips in how you can overcome problem solving and how you become an A-star, super duper detective. Don't forget, it's not easy, but I believe in you and you can do it with practice. See you later, guys. Bye.